To come up with a theory is easy. Long years of slanders, false accusations, and plenty of bloody murders attributed to the only man hated by the whole town. A gold mine for newspapers bold enough to invent and publish any lie they can think of. Are they capable of going so far as to kill? Sir William was buried alive. He might have become mad, but he definitely got out. Then he could have killed the gravedigger, who was hanging around before finally disappearing into the canal. Sir William was absolutely unique. I wonder why a doctor would risk his reputation and accept him as a patient. Was there an ulterior motive? Maybe he wanted to carry out private research and continue with the patient's post-mortem. Many people dislike the fact Sir William was buried in holy ground. They might have agreed with the gravedigger and thrown the body in the sewer. Then later, they might have had an argument, and the gravedigger died. I would even believe that they faked his death, so it looked like the work of some kind of monster. This is horrible. Sir William couldn't have been dead. He must have torn off his nails trying to get out of the coffin. I must add water to be able to use it. I'll come back when I need. I need to time it just right. Perhaps provoke him first, then strike with the fact that Sir William was alive. This triumph is too worthy to be wasted. Many people dislike the fact they might have agreed with the gravedigger and thrown the body in the sewer. Then later, they might have had an argument, and the gravedigger died. I would even believe that they faked his death, so it looked like the work of some kind of monster. He doesn't seem to understand what I want from him. Go, boy. Find your master. No response. The sample is too small and weak. What a pity. I expected more. The photograph had been taken before I arrived at the cemetery. The journalist must have a very good informer. Or is he the murderer? I can find out right away whether it's useful at all. I'll come back when I need something. It's strange that she's standing in the same place all the time, as if she's trying to cover something. I have something here that I think Lady Miriam should see. I have something here that I think Lady Miriam should see. Could you take it to her?
Indeed, sir. She didn't say anything against that. Gosh, is that really a diamond?
Yes, and I need it back immediately. It is an important piece of evidence. I need to know whether it is a part of Sir William's ring.
I hope I won't lose it on the way.
You'd better not. Now I have a couple of minutes to look around. Considering the direction the maid went, I don't think Lady Miriam is in her bedroom. Did she mention Sir William's workroom? But I suppose I won't get there either. Not without a good reason and a proper warrant. Men's gloves, bills, a notepad. Sir William's personal belongings. Now I understand why I was not supposed to see them. Lady Miriam explained it clearly. She does not wish anybody to rake over her grandson's private life. Taking something without permission is against my principles, but I suppose the lady wouldn't give it to me anyway. I'll have to manage somehow. Sir William knew how to enjoy life, but he doesn't fit a mad beast's profile at all. He was probably just a loner, an oddity who tried to fill his life with expensive goods. The question is where he took the money. Huge sums of money were spent in the last months. Like this, a high-quality suit. I would have to save for 10 years to afford it.
Excuse me, sir, what are you doing there?
Nothing, only looking.
Lady's scared, sir. The diamond really was Sir William's. He was buried with it.
I thought so, but I had to be sure. I hope you understand.
I have a question too.
Naturally.
You know, I'm getting scared. Do you think that Sir William is a killing monster?
I wouldn't say so. When we find him, he will explain. Can I have the stone back?
Here it is. Lady would be glad if it didn't get lost.
It seems he wore them very often. Maybe he didn't want anyone to see his hands. Bit by bit, Sir William was selling his property off. He was lucky he had a good purchaser. No wonder he could afford to spend so much money. Fortunately, he recorded everything, so when I need concrete information, I'll know where to search. It seems to belong to the ring Sir William was buried with. Without correct questions, maybe I overlooked some other clue. Go, boy. Find your master. Oh, come on, boy. Don't disappoint me. Show me what you can do. Good dog. Quick, follow him. It seems he has discovered something. I'd rather not touch it. It's very fragile. The gravedigger had rubber boots, but these shoes were definitely smaller. I should make a cast. If it starts raining, all clues will be gone. I must add... The lead I was following on Sir William ends in the canal. My God, I hope nobody threw him in there. I'm not going to crawl through the filth, but Carter surely won't mind. Somebody took Sir William's body out of the coffin and threw it in the canal. There is no other possible way. I should give it back, but it can wait. It's done a great job. Pity I can't keep it. The experiment with the dog showed he probably disappeared through the canal, either alone or with somebody's help. A witness or a criminal? That's the question. Carter, find some men and search the canal.
How big of an area, sir?
Go upstream and keep your eyes open. The water might have carried the body quite far.
Sir, are you saying that you think someone threw Sir William's body into the canal?
It's possible. I need you to check it for me.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I think I can count on him. I've just had the canal around the cemetery searched.
What do you hope to find?
Everything seems to lead to the disappearance of Sir William, or his body, in the canal.
Are you saying that someone stole his body and then threw it into the canal? But why?
Not a hard question, especially when I know how much you hated him.
Be careful, detective. I know nothing about the canal. Even if you found something, my conscience is clear.
That's rather convincing. I'm sure he knows something, but I doubt he is the murderer and ghoul.
I do not have to listen to this. If I may, I need some fresh air.
Help yourself. I won't prevent you, but don't go any further. I really hope he stays where he is. He's pretty tough. I'll need a real breakthrough before I will know if it's him. Would you please have a look at this? Look carefully.
What is it?
Human nails. To be more specific, Sir William's nails, which were found on the inner side of the coffin's cover.
I do not understand.
I'll explain immediately. A man wakes up in the dark and realizes he is locked in a small space. Let's say in a coffin, turns mad with fright, and clapper claws all over the place. Then focuses on the cover, the only possible escape. It starts suffocating, and his madness would escalate so much that he stops feeling pain. And he'd cut himself out through the wood with his bare hands. He frantically claws at the wood, but his nails wouldn't stay in their natural places.
Enough! Enough! Please, stop! Sir William was truly...
Alive, Father Mulcahy. This is clear evidence that he was buried alive.
What are you saying? That could not have happened. Steward, the family doctor, signed the death certificate.
Sir, come over here and have a look.
Do you have the body?
I have a body, sir, but it's not Sir William.
What?
We took him out and identified him immediately, sir. It's the doctor, Sir James Steward. We all knew him, sir.
So he stayed here after all? I must see him.
Go around the cemetery all the way to the bridge, sir. The body got stuck under a branch, otherwise it would have been carried much further. I left one of my men there, sir. Do you need company?
No, I think I know where it is. Thank you, Carter. Good job.
Detective, I just overheard what your colleague reported to you. I need to talk to you.
What's the rush? Do you need to unburden your conscience?
Yes, I confess that I was withholding something from you, but I cannot be silent anymore.
It'll have to wait.
Of course, I will wait here.
Just don't get murdered. A suspiciously fast death has been known to occur in similar circumstances.
You have really comforted me, Detective.
His reaction to the nails was credible. If he got rid of the body, he would have known Sir William was alive. I'm crossing him off the list. I'll come back. What's this? What's the dog barking at? If not at the canal, then maybe at this chain. What's this? What's this? I almost overlooked it. Without that dog, I'd never have noticed it. Maybe I could compare it with the one I already have. When I see them together, they seem to be identical. But such an examination isn't enough. I still can't recognize any small details. Identical samples. But that means that whoever was bitten by the gravedigger's dog was able to get away and must have fled via the canal. It would be helpful to know where he had his clothes made. If it was Sir William, I'd have to find his tailor. I hope it won't be too difficult. I should give it back. It's done a great job. Detective Briscoe. And you are?
Robin, sir.
I've come to see the body.
It's over there by the stairs.
You know who it is?
Yes, his name's James Stewart, a local doctor, for those who could afford him.
Well done, Robbins. Where exactly did you find him?
Right over there, sir, under the bridge. Poor devil got stuck under this branch.
He was carried quite a distance. He might have still been alive. Tried to swim.
I'd say he was already dead. Got a nasty wound on the neck, but you know what's strange? Doesn't seem to have bled.
Well, what do you think about this?
Something must have sucked him, sir, I'm sure of it.
An interesting theory. I've not chased a vampire before. Stay here for now.
Sir, must I work alone?
Are you afraid?
Oh, no, sir, never on duty. But one never knows.
Forget it. I can afford no more people. You'll have to manage on your own.
Yes, sir.
The theory that Sir William has been kidnapped by the family doctor has been disproved. I have to follow a different lead. I need him to stay where... He has a deep wound on his neck, but I can't see a single drop of blood. Pretty scary. This means even more paperwork. One man might be able to look after that, although he is scared to death. I should have found that poor man earlier. Blasted journalist. Isn't this ironic? The whole time I was chasing the journalist, I didn't have the slightest idea I was pursuing the next victim. He won't tell me anything. He's dead, and his body is totally bereft of blood. Without correct questions, I'll come back when I need some. Do you still wish to tell me something?
Yes.
You saw something that night, am I correct?
No, but I heard something. There was a fight. Someone was screaming.
Do you know who it was? Your gravedigger?
I do not know, really. I have been trying to forget. I was mad with fear. I closed the door and blocked my ears. I prayed out loud to deafen the rampage outside.
Is this all you wanted to tell me?
No. Earlier on, at the funeral, I saw something. Perhaps it is not important, but Dr. Stewart surely argued with Lady Miriam. He strongly demanded something, but she obviously refused.
Do you know what the subject of the argument was? Did you overhear any words?
I had the impression he wanted to look into the coffin, but the lady refused. Yes, it might have been so. Now that I know that Sir William... it must have been so.
So you think he wanted to make sure that Sir William is truly dead?
Yes, it makes sense.
That explains why Dr. Stewart did not come home after the funeral. He stayed somewhere near the cemetery and waited until everybody left. His conscience troubled him, and he obviously paid for it. I should give it back. It's done a great... Tell Lady Miriam that Mr. Stewart's body was found. I think she'll be familiar with the name.
Oh my goodness, isn't it over yet?
Far from it.
I'll tell her right away.
If this doesn't get that old lady to pick up the phone, then nothing will.
Milady will call you in a minute. Your news upset her very much.
I do apologize. Yes, madam, I'm listening very carefully. I don't want to violate your privacy, madam, but you surely understand that the circumstances under which your grandson's body disappeared are very serious. Exactly. Mr. Stewart, your family doctor, is dead. When was the last time you saw him? And did you talk to him? I have a witness to your argument. Did he ask you for another examination of Sir William's body? It wasn't nonsense, as you think, Lady Lewis. I found evidence that Sir William, your grandson, still lived. Actually, he was buried alive. I'm terribly sorry to have to tell you that. Madam? Lady Lewis, are you all right? Miss, hurry to your lady. Take her a glass of water or something stronger.
Oh my goodness, Lady Miriam!
Lady Lewis? Thank God. Are you all right? I sent the maid to you. I'm terribly sorry, but all the evidence seems to make clear what happened that night. When your grandson was buried, I can't explain why your doctor first claimed Sir William was dead. And then it seems changed his mind. But it's a fact that your grandson was not dead. I'll spare you all the details, dear lady, but please consider my advice. I'd like one of my best guards to stay here. He will protect you and intervene if necessary. I understand you don't wish it, but there is a chance Sir William is alive and that he will come back home. No, of course I'm not going to hunt him. He suffered from a terrible shock, and he'll need medical assistance. But at the same time, I can't rule out the possibility he'll be aggressive. 2 people died, madam. All right, this is your decision, and I'm inclined to respect it. But I have to warn you. If Sir William returns home, immediately inform the police. Good day. Her reaction was convincing. Pity I had to tell it to her in such a way. But I needed to make sure she has nothing to do with the case. Not without a good reason and a proper warrant. Considering the direction the maid went, did she mention Sir William's workroom? There's no need to bother anyone yet. To come up with a theory is easy. Probably a false lead. Probably a false lead. She has nothing to do with the case. I'm sorry I caused her so much trouble. I'm crossing her off the list. It was unbelievable insolence, coming to the crime scene even before the police arrived. And then pretending to take photos when he had already done so without my knowing. Could he fake the murder and blame it on the hated nobleman? I refuse to believe that Sir William was resurrected and is now going to seek revenge against everybody. Yet I cannot ignore certain facts. Those claw marks on the gravedigger's neck are a mystery. I haven't found anybody who smokes this kind of cigarette. There must have been someone at the cemetery who I don't know of yet. I'll come back when I need. I need him to stay where... One man might be able to look after that. Although he is scared to death. This means even more paperwork. I must add water to be able to use it. It's not drinkable, but it'll be useful anyway. Mixing it is as easy as a child's game. There's too much dirt in there. I can't do it now. It should be enough. I have to wait a few minutes. There's nothing I can do until I find the matching shoe. It should be enough. I have to wait a few minutes. The two imprints are from different shoes. No, I'm sure it wasn't his shoes which left the imprint in front of the church. He told me everything. No, I'm sure it wasn't his shoes which left the imprint in front of the church. No, I'm sure it wasn't his shoes which left the imprint in front of the church. No, I'm sure it wasn't his shoes which left the imprint in front of the church. I need him to... I should give it back, but it can wait. Considering the direction the maid... Did she mention... As the maid said, this is only a home line. Not without... There's no need to bother it. The two imprints are from different shoes. To come up with a theory is easy. Long years of slanders, false accusations, and plenty of bloody murders attributed to the only man hated by the whole a gold mine for newspapers bold enough. Are they capable of going? I'll feel much more comfortable. Well and truly locked. He told me everything. No, I'm sure it wasn't his shoes which left the imprint in front of the church. He has a deep wound. No, I'm sure. No. What about the tailor's workshop? Yes, there it is. The workshop on Wilson Street. Only expensive items. So let's have a look there. Strange. Somebody threw away today's newspaper with the article about the disappearance of Sir William's body. I bet this somebody is now standing at the fountain trying to calm down. Excuse me, is this Wilson Street? I'm looking for a tailor's shop on Wilson Street.
You are standing right in it, sir.
Briscoe. Detective Briscoe.
Ah, how can I help you, sir?
Forgive me, but you look as though you've seen Death himself.
No. Why? Not at all. I'm just in the shop all day long. Just needed a break, that's all.
I can understand that. A man needs to relax.
Exactly.
To sit down for a while, put one's feet up.
Yes, yes.
Have a cigarette and maybe read the papers.
Yes. Everybody has that right. Do you want to arrest me for having a break?
No, of course not.
So would you do me a favor and don't ask me such rubbish?
I found your papers. Do you always throw them out like this?
Is that a crime?
No, but I think the article about Sir William scared you.
Are you surprised? Well, I'll tell you something. This morning, I found the shop door open. Nothing was missing, so I forgot it. But then I read the article and put two and two together. Do you get it?
Do you think it was Sir William? Why would he bother? He's dead.
I'm not so sure.
Perhaps you just forgot to lock the door.
No, I locked myself out once, so since then I always have a spare key. I can tell you because you are from the police. I have a nice hiding place by the fountain, see? Nobody has touched that key.
It doesn't prove anything. Someone might have found the hiding place.
Out of the question. Like I said, it must have been him. So I don't feel like laughing at all.
I can call my people in here if you want.
No. Don't worry about it. You already have enough trouble.
The man is hiding something. He's obviously afraid of something. I bet he didn't tell me even half of what he knows. Otherwise, he'd at least consider my proposal. I'd like to show you something. Where is it? Here. have a look at this.
Are you testing me, sir? It's Indian silk. Top quality. Very expensive.
Both samples?
You have my word.
So, is it possible they both come from one suit?
No, not from a suit. Rather from silk scarves. Now, the ladies' scarves are popular, but we are the only tailors that make them for gentlemen too. I've already had several orders, all high society.
Can you give me names?
Of course not. Unless you ask about a specific person. Confidentiality comes first. And one more thing. You probably can't tell, but one sample has a lighter shade. Here, see? My expert eye tells me that it comes from two different pieces of cloth.
Strange. I hadn't noticed. Have you been making something for Sir William Lewis?
From the Indian silk? Certainly, but no details, you understand. Confidentiality, you know.
You can say it now, or later at the station. Your choice.
All right. He was the first customer who bought the highest quality men's scarf. He was very satisfied with it. He ordered 2 more.
How do you wear such a thing?
Around your neck, of course. How you tie it is entirely up to you.
Would it be possible to pull it over your nose to cover up half of your face?
Of course, but before you ask, I have no idea how Sir William wore it.
Thank you. That should be sufficient for now. It's locked. I don't have any other questions. Maybe...
A detective. You'll like this.
What happened, officer?
The patrol you sent for that journalist is back.
Do they have him?
They don't, unfortunately.
Well, let me know when they do.
Wouldn't his printer be enough for now? He's in custody.
It's not a bad idea. What has he done?
He's been arrested because he refused to open the door to the detective so the journalist could escape.
What a fool. Where can I talk to him?
Go down the corridor and then turn right. If you don't mind, he's sharing the cell with another suspect. We're a bit crowded right now.
It doesn't matter. So straight ahead, then right. Thank you. Detective Briscoe, do you know a man called Nathaniel Forrest?
I should. I work for him.
I have several questions for you. If you answer them, you can go home.
Ask away.
How long have you been working for the Courier?
For several years, I guess.
So you and Mr. Forrest are friends?
Guess so.
Tell me, what sort of a man is he? He seems to be quite insane.
Oh no, he knows exactly what he's doing. Pretty smart. That's why he did what he did.
Does he really believe what he has been writing about Sir William?
I guess so.
Do you talk about it?
Yeah, but only technical details.
You're not being very helpful.
Sorry, Detective. I've told you as much as I know.
I think he's just playing with me. He takes me for a fool, but I won't swallow the bait. Maybe you know I met Mr. Forrest yesterday morning at the cemetery. He was in such a hurry that he forgot his camera.
That's nothing unusual.
Do you know what surprised me? The photographs in the papers do not match the angle of the camera position. Strange, isn't it?
So he took more shots. That's normal. It's a matter of light and so on.
No, he didn't have that much time. I'm sure he managed one shot at the most.
So what's your version of the story? If you're waiting for me to tell you, I don't know.
That's not necessary. There's only one possible explanation. He was there first, and then he put on a little show to make a fool out of me.
That's not how it went.
How did it go, then? Isn't it true that the only thing that sells your papers are recent mysterious murders? What would Mr. Forrest be capable of doing just to keep the public's attention? What about killing somebody and then framing Sir William? But when Sir William died, the Golden Age ended. He must have taken the body away to create another filthy story, claiming he was still alive and murdering.
You're insane.
The gravedigger probably troubled him, so he took care of him, but he saved the best for last. The journalist must have had a trusted accomplice. He would never have done it alone. Your silence proves how faithful you are. It's clear that only you can be the accomplice. Confess, how many murders are you responsible for?
None. That's just rubbish. Oh my God, I haven't killed anybody.
It doesn't matter anymore. The prosecution will have a different opinion. Think about it. I think I hit the bullseye. He seems to be pondering something. I think this is a good sign. I want to know about the last issue, the leading article. Who is your source?
Detective, I'm just a print worker. I do what I'm told.
Do you know that I could send you to prison for 2 years? The judge wouldn't even blink.
Why would you? There are plenty of printers. The papers would be pressed elsewhere.
We'll see. You'll be an example. You'll be punished in everyone else's place, especially the ink spiller.
That's not fair.
Consider it recompense for all the rubbish you've printed.
Whatever you say. I don't know nothing, see?
A stubborn donkey. Something simple first. Where is he?
Who?
Don't play dumb with me.
Ah, you mean Nate. Well, I have no idea.
Do you know anything at all?
I'm just a print worker, sir. What I know you can read in the papers. That's all.
Just as you like. You're shooting yourself in the foot. Sometimes I regret that the police stopped using thumbscrews. I've nothing to tell him. There's no need to bother. Maybe I could
A detective. You just won't believe.
Did he say why?
No, but he seems willing to confess.
I'll see him right away, thank you. Did you want to talk to me?
Yes, I want to tell you everything I know.
Really? What changed your mind?
You can judge us, but we're just keeping the public informed of events. We ain't no murderers.
Go on.
Back then, Nate really was at the cemetery before you. Someone had sent him a message early that morning. Probably one of his informants. He has them all over the place.
Let's say that is so. When I appeared, he had to act as if he were taking photographs, so I wouldn't suspect how the photographs made it into the papers.
Exactly.
Who is his informant? I have to check this.
You ask him. Just before the patrol came, he got another message.
What a coincidence, right? Where did he go then?
Wilson Street. Some tailor's shop or something.
For goodness sake, you nitwit, what kind of game are you playing? I was there today and spoke to the tailor. He was all right.
If you say so. I'm just telling you what Nate told me. The tailor's shop on the corner of Wilson Street. You do with it whatever you please.
Why would the journalist be interested in the tailor? What's going on here? A witness or a criminal? That's the question. He was a promising candidate, but also a leech, living off other people's misfortune. I'm crossing him off the list. The journalist got a tip-off about the tailor's workshop. I have to follow him, quickly. I've nothing. The master key should be somewhere here, if the tailor didn't lie. He didn't. Here it is. Still locked. Did the tailor say anything about a spare key? I don't know what to expect. Another victim? Or the journalist laughing at me? I'll find it out immediately. I just have to be careful.
I didn't get it at first, but now I know that something's going on outside. Why else would they put 2 people into a cell with only 1 bed? I think I know what's coming next. A close questioning, quick trial, and a speedy ride to the clink. When the detective came, I thought he came because of me, but I was wrong. He squeezed the poor wretch so much that he almost shit his pants. I bet he's never been in prison before. Maybe I could get some information from him too. I'd really like to know what's going on here. My arse hurts after the long hours of sitting. Anything would be better than this endless waiting.